Hello, what is up? I am sat down again because we are I repeat, 7 days out from the Mr Olympia 2019, one of the most controversial Olympias possibly of all time. We've had so many things happening, so much news, no one really knows what is even going on. It's fair to say that it's kind of been a little bit of a shambles this year, but that makes it slightly more exciting. Now, being a week out, we need to make some predictions. Who is taking home this 2019 Sandow trophy, which you get for winning the Mr Olympia? 7-time Mr Olympia, Phil Heath, will not be competing this year. I had to double check, triple check, quadruple check, because he did say last year he wouldn't compete. But then things happened and people thought he was going to compete, and no one really knew what was going to happen. And looking at his Instagram, looking at some of his comments on, the likes of Dexter Jackson's page, it seems it's almost 100% that he's not going to compete, even though he's on the qualified list on the Mr Olympia page. So Phil Heath not competing this year. So, I'm no expert, but from what I can see and from the pictures that I have seen of the competitors, my predictions, and I'm only going to do the top 5, every place matters, and when you're talking about the best in the world, you could be 15th on the Olympia stage, and that is still a crazy achievement. So I'm only going to do top 5, but everyone who has earned their place on that stage is an incredible bodybuilder. Now, at number 5, I have put Dexter Jackson. Now, Dexter has been in the game for so long. He has always shown that he is very conditioned, and he looks so perfectly proportioned, it's unreal. But he's a little bit older. In recent years, his performances haven't been as good. He can always pull it out of the bag. He can always give everyone a run for their money if they don't come in sharp. So I'm going to give him 5th. But who knows? With any of these, it's so open, it could be anyone's title. A lot of people have been keeping their physiques a little bit secret as well this year, which hasn't always been the case in the past. So I'm doing the best I can. 5th position, Dexter Jackson. Number 4. Another guy. I think everyone in the top 5 has put in a shift, because we've got William Bonac at number 4. Another guy who could be... it's so ridiculous. The fact that any one of these top 5 could easily win. But until show day, you just don't know. But if you're going off like past placings and past performances and just current form, then this is most likely what's going to happen. William Bonac, number 4, amazing physique, shorter guy, but comes in looking full as... That's really full. He comes in as full as me after a Sunday roast, and that is pretty bloody full. So from every angle, he just looks like he's ballooning with muscle, which is the case for most Olympic competitors, but William Bonac in particular. Number 4, William Bonac. Now, top 3. Number 3, Roly Winkler. Giant! Because Big Ramy's not here, he is the giant on stage. He is the guy that when you stand next to, is going to eclipse you like the sun. He will eclipse you. So you want to stand as far away from him as possible. But in all seriousness, he is looking freaky this year. From the pictures that he has released, I know he looks freaky every year, but this year he's looking extra freaky. He's also looking very conditioned. He's looking tight in the midsection. He's looking good. Again, good chance of doing even better than 3rd, but I've got him down as 3rd. Now, number 2, the controversial one. From what I believe, Sean Roden should be competing this year. I may have messed that up, but he is the reigning champion, 2018 Mr Olympia, Sean Roden. And I've got him down in second. He's a very good competitor, and he's shown that. He won the Olympia. He's the reigning champ. But I think he's going to get knocked off this year. And they say you can't draw with the champ. You have to beat him outright. And I think 2019, I know he's only just won it. And I love Sean. He may get beaten by the number one guy who I've got winning the Olympia, Brandon Curry, this year. Had an insane season. He's won the Arnold Classic. He is getting better every day. And coming into this Olympia, he is looking good. He is looking conditioned. He is looking full. He is looking proportionate. And he's going to be hard to beat. I think from an Olympia standpoint, he's got that really small waist. He's got that 3D look. He's kind of looking a bit like Phil Heath. When Phil Heath was on his winning streak, Brandon Curry's kind of looking like him. And that is hard to beat, as Phil showed as he won 7 Olympias. Brandon Curry is my pick. He's a solid contender. If he doesn't come first, he's going to make sure that the person who does really earns it. So that is my take on the 2019 Mr. Olympia. We'll see what happens in 7 days' time. I could be right, I could be wrong. Whatever happens, it's going to be good. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys later.